I am back. If you're rewatching this, I would suggest you jump forward to about 2 minutes or so. Let a few folks get in here. Oh man, my chair broke. And we should be going by then. What the hell happened there? It's been a while. Hope everybody is well. So what's cracking? A little later than I wanted to get going, but here I am. I just recorded a new video. Be sure to go over and check it out. It'll be up early in the morning tomorrow. Um, it's in regards to the deputy that lost his life in the high desert Victorville area uh, last Monday. So I think that one will be interesting. Should provoke some thought. So yeah, be sure to go over and check that one out as well. Welcome in. Welcome in. So, yeah, it's Sunday night. A little late, but better late than never, right? Hope everybody is doing well. Yeah, a little late tonight. Hey, what up, Strictly Hard Rap? How you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Out there getting that money, that's right. That legit money, man. It was hard to move into the legit money after being on the other side for a long time. But now it's the only money that I make, you know what I mean? I'm too old to be getting locked up these days. So, anyways, yeah, it's been hey, what's good, Andreas? How you doing tonight? It's been a while, huh? So I'm just jumping in, kind of seeing what everybody's up to this evening, and yeah, just tapping in with everybody. It's been a while. I don't do it as much as I used to, but absolutely, absolutely, strictly hard rap. SHR, we're gonna call you SHR. Yeah, no, it legit does, bro. I mean, even like I've been clean 20 years. Uh, it's been all right. It's been all right. We've been busy at work. What's up, JC? Uh, yeah, and that's the thing. SHR. He says I got two little girls who risk going to do time. Yeah, the thing is, you're out here taking felony chances to try to better your life a little bit, but at the same time, it's still a felony chance, right? And you know, you can get away with it 99 times, but they just got to catch you once, and then you end up with that on your record. I remember when I caught my sales case, I was trying to get an apartment, and I was still on paper, and the apartment complex didn't want nothing to do with me. They said we don't want a drug dealer living in our apartments, and I now I understand better, but at that time I thought, man, you ain't got no faith in your people around here. You think I'm gonna have them all strung out on dope or something? But that's who I was at that time, and I get it, But my mind has matured quite a bit, I guess. Do me a favor, smash that like button while you guys are in here, if you would. All you got to do is tap icon up at the top, and the like button will pop up. It helps with the algorithm and getting the message out. So if you guys would do that, I would greatly appreciate it. So, yeah, times have definitely changed, you know. I try to get on once on the weekend now, Andreas. It varies. Typically, I'm trying to do it on Sunday because I tend to be a little busier on Saturday. Uh, I was hoping to get on a little bit earlier tonight, but been having some issues with the car, and we fixed some things, but it's still not there. You know, like it's still got some more things need to be fixed. When it rains, it pours. I swear. But I think we did a coil. We did new spark plugs. Now I got a Toyota. What's up, Mexican G? Cubile, homie. We did new plugs. We did the coil. We cleaned up the O2 sensors. Yeah, it is Mexican G. It sure is. Um, and now it looks like we need a fuel injector as well because we're still throwing a code for a cylinder misfire on number one. So, you know, I used all the money I had this week to get the stuff I could, but it is what it is, you know. Damn, you've been job searching 4 months, bro. SHR says I got in a fight on Hollywood Boulevard and caught a felony over 2 punches. That was enough for me. LA County. Oh, LA County does tend to set people straight, bro. I hear you. I went through LA County on a couple of occasions, and man, that place ain't nothing nice at all. I mean, you know, I ran with the wood pile, but even for Southsiders and blacks, that place ain't nothing nice. Like it's like, oh, okay. Well, I wish you the best of luck with that, Mexican G. You got it, bro. You got it. What kind of work you trying to do? But back to LA County, you know, the thing is, and somebody told me this when I was waiting for the chain to go to prison. They said if you can do time in LA County jail, you can do any 3 yard in the state. And I was on, you know, I only got a 2 year bid, so I didn't think I was going to land higher than a three. And actually, I ended up on a one. And, you know, most of you guys already know that story, but eventually ended up on a three. But, you know, you know, you got some butterflies. What do you think about Toyota Chaser J? I don't know what that is, Bay Bars. Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, I was there late 90s into the early 2000s. And, you know, like when I paroled, I think LA County started kicking off big time. Like it was, uh, um, I forget what had happened, but no, maybe I was in prison when that happened. I think it was late 2005 or early, somewhere around there. But like the whole jail was kicking off. Like there was some planned out shit that went down, and it was pretty wild, you know? Yeah, absolutely. You definitely had to be solid to get by in there. I did hear about that SHR. Uh, there's a bunch of stuff on YouTube and on the social media now. Like everybody talks too much on there, in my opinion. You know, I mean, I don't. I heard federal RICO charges on the '60s. Um, you know, on some individuals from the '60s, I should say, not on the '60s as a whole, but and shout out to the '60s. But yeah, like if it's looking all bad for that individual, yeah, yeah, that you know the thing about RICO charges and federal cases, by the time they come and get you, you're done. You're cooked. They've been watching you for a while. They've been building evidence. Like feds have like a 98% conviction rate. So, you know, I mean, I wish Big U and the others the best of luck in that. But by the time the feds come and hook you up, man, it's over. They got like a U-Haul truck full of evidence on your ass. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that, it's not funny. What's up, Nitro Bob? How are you tonight? Yeah, yeah, I can't see that ending well. Hey, 23 days no drinking. That's right. Shout out to you, Andreas. Keep it up, brother. That is awesome. Great accomplishment. Like you pretty much made it through the hardest part at this point. You just got to keep pushing forward. Yeah, that's how it tends to be. But you will adjust to your new lifestyle without it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right. Much respect for that. Definitely. It's not easy, but it's worth it. So, shout out to you. That's awesome, Andres. And you can do it just one day at a time. Like some days, not all days are going to be good days, and life don't just become magically wonderful once you get clean. But you coming out of the fog a little bit, and things start clearing up, and you're making better decisions. Man, that's what's up, bro. So happy to hear that. Maybe tomorrow I might do another live earlier. We will see. No promises on that one, but um, yeah, yeah, you got this, bro. You got it. Okay, yeah, and that stuff definitely helps. It definitely helps. Then you can just step it down as you progress. Yeah, that's so awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna have a video dropping tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that one. It's in regards to that. There was a deputy that lost his life in Victorville. Uh, what's up? What was that? Dizzy Peanut? Guess who? I don't know. Is that G? I don't know who is that. That's the hard part. The first week or two, it feels like it's one high being sober, then you realize life is still this. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, recently, last Monday, there was a chase going on, high speed apparently, up here in the high desert, and unfortunately, a deputy lost his life during that chase. Hey, what's up, Mason? How you doing tonight? Joey Frakes, what's up, my brother? That's right. Shout out from the woodpile in the high desert. Shout out to the woodpile in the high desert. Definitely. Hope you're doing well, bro. Yeah, I got a video that's going to be dropping in the morning. I'm doing well, Mason. Hope you are also. Um, yeah, that video is going to be dropping in the morning on that, where I posed a question, because the suspect that was being chased is now he's on murder charges. 187. The Dino, that's right. You can't silence me. Says, hey, bro, I'm struggling with not drinking. Have you tried an AA meeting or an NA meeting? You can't silence me. It's it can be difficult at first, but you just got to find a good support group to assist you in, uh, making the right moves early on, because you're still in the clouds or coming out of the clouds. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, and I hear you on that. You can't silence me. And the thing is, you know, I've lost so many people to cirrhosis of the liver, bro. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that was one of the things that really soured me on drinking, to be honest, because I used to love to drink, and I could drink like a fish, but people started dying because of the liver issues. So I'm not saying I would never suggest that that's what's going on with you, but when you need some motivation, maybe that's something you can think about that will help you. Uh, Yeah, and Andrea says 12-step meetings suck, but they can help some guys give a few a chance. Yeah, and completely agree. And the thing is, like, I don't go to meetings anymore. I don't. I did for like the first 2 years of my sobriety, and at some point I walked away, and I took all the tools that I gained from going to those meetings and programs, and I continue to use them to this day. Yeah, try working out, exactly. We saw earlier videos of the deputy's car. That shit, I seen it, Joey. And you know what? To be honest with you, my first response when I seen that stuff was, those those sheriff's I don't know if it was an SUV or if it was the car, but those things are built like tanks. So I don't know if it just hit the pole like at the perfect angle to do that, or how fast they were going. I don't know, but man, it's crazy. You just got to find ways to make boring times more fun sober, Andreas. You got it though. Yeah, and I know it can be hard. You can't silence me. Like I said, go check out a meeting or something, bro. See if you can find a meeting you like, and maybe work on getting somebody to sponsor you that can help you to work those 12 steps. Uh, like working the steps really goes a long ways. So, yeah, I wish you the best of luck. And it sucks when you get to the point where you hate doing something, but your body's just addicted. That's me with the cigarettes. Stet Fair to Say says, my brother drank from morning to night for 5 years. He's been 2 years since stopping. Y'all got this. He fought those demons. Y'all keep going. That's right. Great comment. It's true. It's true. It can be done, and it gets done. It's just a matter of putting a plan in place and sticking to the plan. You know what I mean? So, don't even know why I still waste money on it. I don't like the taste or buzz. Quit heroin and pot 10 years ago, but drinking is so much. Yeah. And the thing is, it's so readily accessible as well, right? You know, you can't silence me. With alcohol and tobacco in particular, like you gotta stay out of them liquor stores, bro. Like if you need something, go to the supermarket, and keep yourself away from the alcohol section at all costs. You know what I mean? Like I'm not clowning on it, but the thing is, like when I paroled from prison, I hadn't really smoked in almost 2 years, and I felt great. And I had no intentions of buying a pack. They let me out with my gate money. They dropped me off at this Walgreens in Banning. And while I was waiting for my ride, I went inside to buy a sweater because it was a little cold out. No intentions of buying cigarettes. Walked up to the cash register, and that sign Marlboro was right there. And I said, you know what? Give me a pack of those. That wasn't my intention. It just old habits die hard. So, uh, uh, and dude was in a officer involved. Yeah, he was. I think he was in Rialto, Joey. The only reason I realized that is because I work in Rialto, so it really hit home that damn, this guy's been in chases, and he's from San Bernardino too. So yeah, yeah, car was cut in half. It was a horrible accident. Uh, so true. Those tall cans can, yeah, oh yeah. That I seen too many dudes dumped on their heads for fucking with cops. You guys got me. Yeah, I hear you, bro. Uh, I'm a smoker as well, down to half a pack a day. I live in Saginaw, Michigan. Yeah, yeah, and they do that on purpose. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you live in a hood area, there's a liquor store on every friggin' corner. You know what I mean? San Bernardino. 420 only here. I can only drink beer, no alcohol. I got way too fucked up. Got to learn. Yeah. Some people can do that though, Nitro Bob. Not everybody can, to be honest with you, bro. Like if I start drinking, I go hard. You know what I mean? Uh, one beer turns into a 20-pack, and probably a pint of Jack on the side. You know what I mean? And oh man, next thing you know, I'm laying in bed and the ceiling is spinning. Yeah, yeah, and it absolutely can. It absolutely can. Hey, if you guys are new here, be sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Yeah, and they really are. You can't silence me. More people die from DUI accidents and lung disease, I think, than probably anything else in this country. So, it's, but, there's big tax dollars in that shit. So, yeah, be on that. On, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's where I was in San Bernardino in the early 90s. I knew the high desert was here. Like, we would be making runs to Vegas. That's the only reason I even knew the high desert was here at that time. But, yeah, man. Hey, you know what, Andres? I got to keep it real, brother. I got to keep it real. And the thing is, I've been clean off of hard drugs for 20 years, but, I still have struggles, and I tried to quit the smoking, and the smoking just keeps whooping my ass. You know what I mean? But, oh, yeah, absolutely. You can't silence me. To look you up and chat with you maybe gets. Oh, that's cool. You can't silence me. I appreciate that. And shout out to your friend for sending you my way. I truly appreciate it. It's not easy. It's a struggle, but I think if you start doing the meetings, you're gonna start hearing some things that that you can use. A big one for me that really stuck with me, and I appreciate you too. You can't silence me. What really stuck with me was somebody said you got to play the tape all the way through. And let me explain to you what that means. What that means is when you're making a life decision, like, am I going to use today? What's the end result? Not right now, not today, not this week. What's the end result? Where is this going to take me? And for me, anytime I used meth, the clock started ticking. And what I mean by that is within 6 months, I'm going to be in handcuffs. It is what it is. Sometimes a lot less, very rarely more. If I were to use today, what are we in? We're in March. If I were to use today, probably by July, I'd be in jail if I made it that long. You know, my dad made crank for a green motorcycle. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Joey. Man, the 90s crank. Wow. Those were some crazy times. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. You can't silence me. Yeah. And, unfortunately, with our habits, they tend to progress, right? Like, it's not going to get any better, and I'm not, it's just, it's what our habits are. Like, they don't get better, they get worse. You're going to use more, you're going to do crazy. Let me speak for myself. I ended up using more and more. I did crazier and crazier things. It's kind of threw caution to the wind. And, at one point, I was out for 3 days. I had just done like 22 months or something between 3 different county jails. I was on probation, 3 different counties. And I'd been out for 3 days. And I went back and I got 3 9-month sentences from 3 different counties, of which I did like 8 months on each. So 24 more months. So that's like 46 months with 3 days out. Like that sucked. And the funny thing is, I was talking shit to the cop because I didn't think they had anything on me. And uh, the counties didn't report to each other. So it looked like I was absconding on probation. And he said, cuff up that loud motherfucker over there because he's got a warrant out of LA. And all of a sudden, I went from being this arrogant asshole to, hold on a minute. Can we talk about this? Come on, let's talk about this a little bit. Because I already knew, even if I went to court and no new charges, just a probation violation, minimum of 2 weeks in each county just to get kicked back out. Because you go in and, and it's no bail, so you're not going to bail out. But no, they didn't even do it that good because when I got busted, I was at a family member's house who had been raided for drug sales. So didn't look good on the resume when I came up in front of the honorable one. And he said, fuck me, fuck you. Go sit down for a while, Bobby. Man, those were some rough times. I mean, but it's the things we do to feed our addictions, right? Or alcoholism. We throw caution to the wind a bit, and we don't think about all the people that we're hurting. Everybody says, oh, it's a victimless crime using drugs, right? It's a victimless crime. Nobody gets hurt. Well, what about your mama? What about your family? What about your wife? What about your kids? What about your husband? What about the people that love us? Do you think they want to see us all fucked up out there? Of course they don't. But it's a victimless crime. There's victims. Believe me when I tell you there's victims. And it took the prison term to go sit down for a while and get my mind clear enough to think and realize these things, all the while, riots going on and like unthinkable violence, you know what I mean, in the California system. So anyways, yeah, mine was too, Joey. Yeah, those guys were built different, serve food to the booger eaters and and they're like, oh, bro, 5,000 floor. Yeah, I was a trustee 5,000 floor, the K11s, the homosexuals. Oh my Lord, that is an experience I will never forget. Every paycheck, but I still manage every day to get a 6 double shot. 4, skip a day here and there, but really struggling. It's hard to quit, not to. Yeah, and it's it's tough. You can't silence me. We can be very clever when it comes to hustling up some cash to get what we need. You know what I mean? But all right, Andreas. Hey, you be safe as well, man. Definitely a good chat. If I'm on tomorrow night, I hope to see you every day, and I'm trying to get some sleep. All right, that's a good plan. You can't silence me. What is this stick war you keep talking about? It gets easier with time. You can't silence me. Early on, it is rough, What's up, Kobe? I can tell I've been sober from weed and alcohol about a year now. You're part of my motivation recently, giving up smoking for nice. That's awesome. Shout out to you, Kobe. Keep it up. Uh, I was a trustee. I think it was 26, 2800, 2019. Last time I was there, I was in 2900. When I was a trustee, they had us up at 9500. That was, oh man, that was like 2000, 2001 maybe. Yeah, those blocks down there, you get on that 2000 floor, man, it's serious business, you know. I, I've What's up, William Marquez? How you doing, man? Sober is doper. I agree. I'm not even gonna say your name. Uh, I'll probably go another half an hour, Nitro Bob. We'll see how it goes. I appreciate you. You can't silence me, and just keep pushing forward, bro. You can do this. Believe me, you can do it. What's up, Robert? Shout out to Phoenix. Hope you're doing well out there, bro. Yeah, we're just on here talking a little bit of sobriety. Hey, Kobe, I'll tell you what. He says I'm 23 but feel 35. Hey, shout out to Omaha, Nebraska. That's right. You say I'm 23 but feel 35. Bro, I'm 52 and I feel like I'm 70. Now, I'm in Southern California, Robert. Yeah, it don't get any better, I'll tell you. You got to get in the gym and eat better, I guess. You know what I mean? Uh, it helps. Then you've got a problem, Nitro Bob. Now, those toilets in the cells have incredible suction. Like in LA County, like we had to flush. Like one time we flooded the tier, we were flushing quilts down that thing. Uh, I mean, you hit that button, like it would probably suck a small child down that thing. But oh, okay, that's right. Well, shout out to Texas. Even the trustee dorm was. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Occasional OD. I didn't have a mat for the first. Oh man, you're bringing back some memories on that, Joey. Floor sleeper, like, and on and cracking. You know what I mean? Like when I first rolled into 9500. I'm sorry to hear that, Robert. Rest in peace to him. When I first rolled into 9500, where was I going to go with that? There was there was a lot of parole violators in there, and there was a good wood car. One of the few places that was probably the best place I ever was, as far as the quality of woods that were there, and they put me up on game. Like it was one of the first times I'd ever been in LA County Jail, and they put me up on game. They said, "This is what happens when you go to prison. This is how you act. This is what we do." You know what I mean? Like it was like it was a good place, but yet it was a rough place at the same time. You know what I mean? Kobe says, I plan on trying to get in shape, losing about 50 pounds this year. That will probably help. I'm going to drink strictly water and do a lot of hiking here in the Kentucky countryside. That's cool, man. Hey, much love to you as well, William. What I would suggest, Kobe, get you like some Crystal Light or something. That stuff don't have any sugar in. Start reading your labels. Anything with sugar, like just be aware of it, because on a 2,000 calorie diet, you're only supposed to take in like 40 grams of sugar a day, and everything's got sugar. If you drink a soda, like you just killed the whole day's calories right there. And once you reduce that sugar greatly and start exercising a little bit, uh, you'll be surprised the results you can get. Go walk for 20 minutes a day or something. Go walk on a treadmill. You don't got to run. You don't got to crank it up to some crazy incline. Just go walk. Maybe lift a little bit of weights and cut the sugar out. You'll be surprised. Robert says, don't you have to be with your own color in prison? It's not necessarily color, Robert, but yeah, your own organization. Whites Roll Whites. There's several Hispanic groups, um, and a couple different black groups. But ultimately, when the shit goes down, you roll with the people that look like you. I guess you would say. There's exceptions to that, though. I've seen black Southsiders. I've seen white Southsiders. Uh, I've heard of white Crips. Okay, yeah, that's good, Kobe. That's good. That'll definitely get you moving in the right direction, and just pick up that exercise as much as you can. You'd be surprised. When I got really serious with my diet, I lost 50 pounds in like 5 months. You know what I mean? But I was going to the gym for an hour and a half, probably 5 days a week, crazy on the cardio, and just really, really on top of the diet. But you'd be surprised how quick those pounds will melt away if you really get serious with it. But I wish you the best of luck with that. Where's Ezekiel at tonight? I haven't heard from Ezekiel. I hope you're all right out there, Ezekiel. I drink a lot of rock stars. Yeah, those rock stars are bad, bro. If you're gonna do them, do the sugar-free one. Same name as my youngest son. It was odd. I was celled up with a half black kid named Merrick Country. Same name as my youngest son. Wow, that's a trip, huh? Yeah, I do not miss that 2,000 floor of LA County Jail, though. I'll tell you that much. That place was a damn dungeon. Like, I don't remember if they had TVs out on the tier, up on the wall. Some places did, but uh, like, if you even got your hands on a newspaper, it was kind of remarkable down there. And I spent like about 8 weeks down there in 2900 on Charlie Row, upstairs. And man, when they put, like, I was dying for them to call my name to roll it up to catch a chain. And when I did, there was uncertainty in front of me going to prison for the first time, but I was just so happy to be out of that dungeon that, I was excited. Dude, the Pablo Shitcasos. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I was on the breakfast crew, early AM, and yeah, we'd go down and serve uh, chow to the 5,000 floor, and maybe it was there was another one. I forget what it was. It might have been the 9,000, and yeah, it was different. It was different for sure. In some of those places were real solid places. Other places were freaking zoos. SNY wet dream type of shit. You know what I mean? Uh, One night, and let me say, I had my shirt ripped. I had basketball shorts, one shoe, holy crap, soaked wet from oil from my car. Holy hell, that was at night. It sounds like it, Nitro Bob. It definitely sounds like it. But you made it out, and that's the good thing, you know? It sounds like you're one of the smart ones, you know? I remember first time getting out of LA County Jail, saying to myself, I'm never going back there. Man, I was in denial. I'll tell you. I was in denial because my addiction was stronger than my concerns with having to spend time in LA County Jail. It was crazy. But, you know, the booger eaters was sometimes you could score a bag of. Yeah, yeah, no, you're right about that. Oh, and that ODR was amazing. When you're eating that institutional food, you get one of those meat burritos or something out of there, or a cheeseburger. My God. Hey, good night, William. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you as well. Never again, never again, never again, right? Yeah, that's crazy, Nitro Bob. Yeah, I remember you come walking out of the LA County Mint Central, and there'd be like taxi guys sitting out there, and they always had a pack of smokes. And this was like early 2000s. And they're like, we got cigarettes. Cigarettes were like $2. And it's like, damn, like, that's crazy, but give me one. Give me one. I mean, in comparison to the $2 cigarette you would get inside, big difference, you know, but all right, guys. Well, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe. Hit that like button. I think I'm going to start editing that video that I'll drop it at like 3 in the morning, Cali time. So be sure to check it out tomorrow. It's in regards to the deputy that lost his life here in Victorville last Monday. And I posed a question to you guys, and I hope to see your answers in the comments. They're charging the suspect that was fleeing from them with murder. And, you know, I posed a question. Should he be charged with murder? Should he be charged with manslaughter? Is it his fault that the cop lost his life? With all due respect to the cop and his family, you know what I mean? But, you know, I don't think the guy that was running had any idea what he had signed up for that day. And, you know, so I talk about that a little bit. So be on the lookout for that one as well. I think we're going to wrap it up here, guys. I appreciate everybody tapping in. Family, fitness, and freedom are the things that allowed me to get my life together, and they can help you as well. Remember, it's just about surrounding yourself with good people that will lead you in the right direction. Anyways, hope y'all have a good night. If I have time, I may jump on and do a live again tomorrow night. We'll see. Anyways, don't look at the mountain, guys. Just start climbing. Have a good one.